Hello, hi, welcome to the Womb Goddess. My name is Susanna Sun. I will be your guide today through this little journey, this energy reading, these love messages from Goddess, Spirit, and the angelic realm for the highest good of all. This is for the divine collective. This is for the light beings, the shadow workers who are here to ascend, to bring messages of peace, love, and joy to the planet. What do they need to know today? The first message I would like to see today is a general idea of how the energy is today. What is the general energy today for this beautiful collective we have here? And then I do want to check in about Venus because we do have Venus trine today, of course. Beautiful. Look at us. This is full sovereignty, complete spiritual commitment to our mission of why we're here on this planet, right? To bring through love, to bring through love. We are so fully committed in every single lifetime, in every dimension. And this feeling of confidence and sureness is the emotional fulfillment that we've been looking for. And although we've been sometimes distracted and looking for it, maybe in these external sources like certifications or partners or any of these things, we're feeling that spiritual commitment on such a deep level now that those details don't matter as much, right? So whatever it is that we're calling in, whatever is part of your spiritual mission. So whether that is your spirit babies, your people that you care for, your service, right? Your offerings to the planet. That is what we're talking about here. This is a main energy today that we are talking about, is this spiritual commitment. So let me know in the comments if you know what that is for you, what your main mission is here on earth. That is our main energy today. So I'd love to hear from you what your version of that is, what it is that you're here for to bring into this planet. Let me know. Okay, let's see this energy with Venus trine Uranus. We also have Mercury going direct tomorrow as of when I'm reading this. So that'll be the same day that I'm uploading this if you're watching the replay, and then you'll be experiencing a wave of it if you're seeing it in the future. Yeah. This is happening in terms of communication, absolutely, but it's not the same way. In the Mercury retrograde, there was a lot of communication, but after Mercury goes direct again, it's got this feeling of there's nothing left to say. I don't have anything to say. There's nothing to say here. There's this sort of blank space of like, wow, I felt like there was so much energy here. Like we were building up to something, but it's just not becoming anything. And so there's this sort of admittance to ourself. But astrologically, that Mercury retrograde would be pointing back to whatever it was. When it goes direct, be pointing back to whatever you were dealing with before it went retrograde and kind of coming back around to that full circle now, having reassessed in between. So let's take a look at what that was specifically. Yeah, our dreams, right? Let me know what this is for you. What is this for you? Your dream, the luxuries, the feeling of satisfaction, where does that come from for you? What is that fantasy that you want to create into your reality? That's the conversation here. There's this sort of acceptance that it is happening and that it's this kind of natural falling into place as well with it. Yeah, that's one way to put it. right? It's natural. It's meant to be. It's destined. There's this sort of inevitability to that. So as we're allowing ourselves to do this, and I do see Venus in that conversation, and I see Venus in that card, right? There's this opening to new possibilities that we hadn't previously really seen. And the Mercury piece coming back around, it's like, okay, I no longer need to hold anything back. I don't need to sugarcoat what it is that I'm desiring and how I speak it. I can be unfiltered and clear about it. So there's a very forward moving energy that comes with that as you start speaking your dream. So I want you to start practicing it by commenting, what is it that you're dreaming of? What is this thing, this fantasy, this hope that you have for your future? And what is it maybe that your ancestors were praying for and that you want to actually realize in this lifetime, right? This is this sort of download, right? The divine inspiration. It can be travel. It can be something that your ancestors never had the opportunity for, right? This new reality that we're creating together, co-creating. There's often community involved in these conversations. And a softness, right? Especially for the divine feminines. A lot of this conversation is about, with Venus, there's this softness that we've been wanting to develop that hasn't been able to come through because of the survival needs being maybe in question. And there's this generational challenge of being able to sink into the feminine fully in order to become that divine channel, right? To really connect with our heart's deepest desires and expressions, and then to actually create that into the physical planet through our art, through our community, through our inspired actions. So one more card to tune into what is this inspired action, this dream, this fantasy that we are creating. Again, it's the softness, right? This time coming upright to remind us that the metaphorical beast or the dragon or the demon that we're fighting, it actually does best when we befriend it. There is no need to fight with these different parts of ourselves. Instead, we can unite these parts of ourselves and allow that softness to tame and befriend the beast instead of fighting it. So it does become a strength in the end, although it is perhaps perceived as a weakness to be soft like this. And so the feminine is coming back into balance with this. Really beautiful connections happening for us. I'm so excited to continue to witness us becoming and unfolding through this. And I am looking forward a little bit as well into October, November with the eclipses. But right now we also have Pluto going back into Capricorn. So there is kind of this awkward back step where it feels like we're kind of going back again to double check, triple check, you know, and like what are the details that we need to collect. So that's still coming for us, a little bit more mud to trudge through before we have kind of some breakthroughs more in spring next year. Anyways, right now we can definitely just pay attention to that Mercury and that Venus And we do have the sun just stepped into Virgo, so there's some details that we can look into. And yeah, we're sorting through it one step at a time. It definitely has that sort of March feel to it right now, so we'll just keep on going. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. If you'd like a private reading, I am available right now. I would love to tune in with you to guide you. I am very excited to welcome a couple new people into the fold for mentorships if you're wanting to embrace your gifts and practice tuning into the womb wisdom that you're holding within, right? And you can do that by finding my link, of course, for an intro reading is a good start. And then if you catch me live, I will be staying on to do some mini readings. You can always find me there if you haven't already. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful